So now I want to go from this 270 to get around to this 360. One motion. Okay? Let's make it happen. So we're going to do a corkscrew tutorial for everybody who's been asking for it, which is everybody. All right, and if you're not everybody, congratulations. The corkscrew. We're going to make this real easy, real simple. It's not a hard move, and we're going to take it from beginner level to advanced. So if you spin, right, in a circle like this, boom or boom, right? Let's just say you're doing the heel toe spin. That's going to be the easiest corkscrew for you guys to learn. It's not the most fluent, but it's definitely the easiest one. Because I'm left-handed, my right foot is more balanced than my left side. And that's just because as an athlete, you do a layup, you're laying up with your left hand, but you're jumping off your right foot. If I'm kicking the ball, I'm kicking, pow, right, with my left foot. And I'm staying on my right side because that's just a more stable foot. Sky, I'm watching you. Whenever you spin around, so for me, I'm spinning to my right, but I'm using my right toe because that's going to be where most of my balance is going to be placed, right? So as I spin to the right, I use my right toe. There are other spin tutorials that you guys can check out. That's right here. The corkscrew is just a reverse spin. That's all it is. It's a reverse spin. So it's the same heel toe that I'm spinning to my right with, except for in reverse, causing me to corkscrew. First things first, we need to do degrees, just like regular spins, all right? Degrees are very important. I want to go 90. Now, when I go 90, I'm not spinning 90, all right? I'm not turning 90 like this. I'm pivoting 90, right? On my right toe and my left heel. The way you practice that is, you take your left foot, and you pivot on his heel, then you take your right foot, and you pivot on his toe, giving you the same effect that I'm in right now, which is this straight 11 slide, right? This parallel position. And I'm gonna do it from this angle so you can see it. But as I pivot out with my left side, and then I pivot out with my right, I'm still in the same position, okay? Very important. So the next step is, after I make that pivot, and I'm in this position, right? My footing separation is going to be pretty much just a staggered step. Next thing, I want to go to the next 90. So my next 90 is where I cross my feet. Just like this. So now, as I cross my feet, notice that you see this big gap in between my feet. All right, we want to close that gap. How do you close that? You want to actually, as you pivot, you want to bring your feet together. Okay? So as I pivot, I bring my feet together. So again, I'm sliding my feet together like this. But I'm doing that while I'm pivoting or while I'm turning. All right? So from this angle, so you can see it facing you, if I slide them together, I'm like this, versus me not sliding, leaving this big gap. So now, as you lock them together, my position right here, it looks like a pigeon toe position, but it's really not. It's a duck-footed position. I'm really like this, foot crossed over, right? And again, I'm still on my left heel and my right toe. So now we're going to go those 290s, which is 180, all right? But we're going to pivot in the 90 form, quarter turns. 1, 2, right? So once you have this, the next step is to get to this next 90, which is a 270 degree. And the only way that you want to do that is drag your feet, all right? We want to drag our feet, all right? We don't want to lift up right now in this beginner state. We don't want to lift up and be on that heel toe. We want to drag. So for instance, my left heel, I'm dragging that left toe. My right toe, I'm dragging that right heel. Looking or giving me the effect that I'm turning but dragging my footing, all right? The next step is to do it again. Rinse and repeat. Then you have that. Bam. I'm going to do just these 490s, giving you the corkscrew effect. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You got that? And that's the footing. Now notice my upper body. My upper body, let's just pretend like I'm driving a gate, okay? So as I grab a gate on my side, my left side, if I'm spinning to the left, I'm grabbing the gate and I'm turning my body. All right. Well, I'm grabbing the gate, turning, grabbing the next gate, turning, grabbing the next gate, turn, the next gate, and I'm turning. All right. Just like that. So my body turns opposite of, or my upper body turns opposite of my lower body. This is just to get you around to the 90. So it's pivot, 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 pivot. All right. So now what you want to do is, the next step is reduce these 90 degrees or reduce these steps by taking these 90-degree angles and turning them into 180, 90, 90. All right. We want to go 180, 90, 90. We want to eliminate step one, which is this turn right here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to start off right here, take our arms or the momentum from our, we really don't need to use our arms right now. But we can take our momentum from our twist, like that, our heel toe twist, and get right to that 180. Pivot, pivot. You see that? So again, as I twist, again, I'm not twisting at my upper body at all. I'm just turning, right? Just turning. From here, boom, lock in, twist, twist. Now, if you need to use your upper body to get around, that's fine. Just like that. That's how I use mine. I start to turn. As I start to turn, my upper body or my lower body follows my upper body, okay? So as I start to turn, my lower body follows my upper body. And again, we want to twist, twist. Now we want to reduce that, eliminate steps 1, 2, and make step 3, step 1. You get what I said there? So I'm going to try to do this while my daughter's right here. I'm doing it in front of her. All right, so you want to eliminate steps 2, or 1 and 2, and go to step 3. Boom, right there. Twist. You see that? So again, as I do it, I'm using my arms as momentum this time because I want to get around. Now, after I get past the 90, or technically after I get past the 180, just killing it by the way. After I get past the 180, I'm dragging my feet, okay? As soon as I lock in, I can drag. You got that? So as soon as I lock in, then I can drag. And in one motion, it's like this. You see that? So now I want to go from this 270 to get around to this 360. One motion. Okay? Oh, one thing I didn't tell you guys. You want to sit down on it. All right, so as you pivot on your corkscrew, as soon as you lock up, you want to sit down on it. Okay? In the beginning. Only in the beginning. You want to sit down on it, right? As soon as you get more advanced, then you can start extending up into this position. But in the beginning, you want to sit down on it. Very important. Now for me, I want to stay on my heel toe. It's just smoother, but I just want to keep my feet low enough to the point where I can start the drag process after I lock up. Simple, right? And of course, you want to rinse and repeat, and you want to go the opposite way because it's very important that you get both directions. All right? So that way you can start doing moves when you're killing it. Like this. You got that? Easy, right? I think it's easy. It's not as hard. So now let's take it to the more advanced. All right? I promise you guys we're going to go from beginner to advanced. So with the beginner, you're going on the heel toe. For the more fluent corkscrew, you want to be on your toe toe. Just like that. Toe toe. Toe toe. All right? Toe toe. So to do that, it's the same concept. We want to go 90. Bah. 90. Bah. 90. Bah. 90. Bah. Okay? Now, it's just a little harder to do 90, 90, 90 with that. So technically, if you can, you want to try to get to that 180. To the 180. Now, as I'm doing this, again, my right side is more stable than my left. So I'm literally putting a lot of my weight on my right side, which is in the back. Right? I try to hold that for you guys. The right side, which is in the back. Now, posture is very important. Remember, I told you guys about posture. You want to lean forward. With the toe toe, what I'm doing is I'm going to start my spin like this. And as soon as I get again, my spin, as soon as I get to this point, I'm locking, but I'm sitting on my right side still and just coasting my left foot around it, giving me that effect. Boom. Like this. Okay? Now, it's going to be different for everybody. There's not one right way to do this. You can also do it with the foot in the front and put all your weight on that foot in the front. All right? So this is how it looks, the different. Exactly. So this is how it looks, the two different corkscrews. Hold on, mommy. Stay right there. Go pick it up. Go get it. Get it. Get your Funyuns. Thank you. The two different corkscrews. This is one with the pressure on my foot in the back, okay? Pressure's on the foot in the back. That's what it looks like. Okay? Now with the pressure on my foot in the front, it's like this. You see that? So the difference is just it looks different. One's, I wouldn't say more stylish than the other, but it's just basically on what your preferences are. But that's the corkscrew. So you got the corkscrew. Boom. Go right into the movement. Anyways, that's how it's done. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to have some more videos going up, but this one's just a real quick one for you guys. It's been heavily requested, so I'm giving you guys what you want. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. And stay tuned for the next one. Kicking it up next week. Giving you guys more to enjoy. Other than that, talk to you guys later.